Good morning, Thomas.
Not such a good morning at my farm. My well water's coming up full of mud and silt.
Oh, is it broken?
No, that means it's about to go dry. The drought has gone on too long.
Well, you're welcome to use my well if you need to.
Appreciated, but that's not gonna solve the problem long term. Yours will go dry soon too, I suspect. And while you're planning for this dry spell, might want to check in with everyone in town. This has been a scorcher of a summer.
I will. Hey, thanks for giving me a heads up, Thomas.
The soil's been whispering stories. I used to think.
Hey there, kitty.
I thought you said the land here was ripe for all kinds of development.
It is, but mucking around with public land won't go over well with my voters.
I'll tell you what doesn't go over well. No water for anyone, your voters included. What exactly is your plan, Mayor Soft?
What's that about development?
Oh, I was just telling Otto about my personal development plans. I came to Fairhaven to allow my soul to bloom. Just like Thoreau, as the great man said, I went to the woods because I wish to live deliciously.
I think he said deliberately, not deliciously.
Well, sure, he could have said that too.
I was just stopping by to tell Marty that Fairhaven will always provide for his livestock, even in the lean times. Tara, Marty, have a good one.
Animals are absolute sponges, you know that? I'm sure your crops are the same way. Ah, nature. So beautiful, so fearsome. Whew. Cattle get dehydrated so fast in this heat. Around midday, I've been turning on a bunch of fans in the barn just to get the air circulating. I don't want to think about my electricity bill.
Angus keeps telling me to be extra careful when I lock up for the night. He's paranoid because of what happened at the Consciousness Center. But look, I don't see evidence of a break-in, and Cameron won't even say what was stolen.
Have you gotten an O-Giver yet? I got her talking all about Assam tea production. I wish I could invite her to my shop and show her my samovar.
Hey, Wesley. I got your order ready, same as last week. I don't know where you put it all. Or maybe you're making dinner for a special someone?
Nope. That really is just for me.
There's nothing wrong with having a healthy appetite, Kim. I've always got some snacks packed in my bag for extra energy.
Thanks, Tara.
Is it true that sometimes you keep whole containers of soup in there?
I know Kim's just teasing me, but to be honest, I do miss being able to go out to a nice dinner with friends. I look forward to an evening of great food and good conversation.
Hey, I would be happy to join you for dinner anytime, even if you are feeling a bit buzzier.
I might take you up on that. You got this for me? I can't believe it. I'm going to start researching it right away. Oh, I can't wait to...
It shouldn't be possible to have a drought on an island. An island! Surrounded by water.
I get older, but I never feel older. It's like time stops moving once you hit a certain point in life.
Hi, Damon. Gosh, you must be the one person whose business is doing well in the drought.
Well, the problem with being the local watering hole is you have to have water to make beer. I've been bringing jugs of water over the ferry, but the prices keep going up. My taps may be running dry soon. I'm not sure I have the heart to tell Bruno. I'm not complaining. The extra business I'm getting from this heat spell is great, but I'll run out of ice soon if it doesn't rain.
Well, I guess the fish are the only ones who don't have to worry about running out of water. Hey, Bruno?
They might not, but I do. I barely got enough to keep my ice machine going and my fish fresh. I'll buy what you got to sell now, young miss, but I might have to close up soon if it gets much hotter. And to make things worse, Damon's keeping me to a 2-drink limit. I'm parched! I don't think I'll ever retire. I'd just fish. And then what would I do with everything I caught?
Hi, Lena. How are things going?
Oh, busy. We've ordered jugs of water from Milkwater. Everyone seems to need more than the town pipes can supply. So if you need some water, they should be coming off the ferry soon. Oh, and if you have any eggs to sell, that would be great. Marty's hardly got any lately. I can't wait until this dry spell is over.
Have you ever seen a dry spell like this on the island before, Lena?
A few years back we did, but that was the first time I can recall. Thomas even had to dig his well deeper. It's strange that it's happened again so soon.
Sophia, how are you and Juliet doing with the water shortage?
Oh, we're managing. I hate having to charge customers for water, but I must admit, we waste less of it.
Cameron came to me asking what he should do if he keeps hearing disembodied voices in his consciousness center. But I had to tell him I'm not that kind of doctor.
Hi, Cameron. This is your first Fairhaven summer too, right?
Sure is. Come by the Consciousness Center anytime you need a break from the heat. We just installed new air conditioning. Not that air conditioning is a reason to go to a seminar, but it's not a reason, am I right? I thought maybe I was just being paranoid about malcontents, but now that someone's disturbed the Consciousness Center, I know for certain. Fairhaven has a malcontent problem.
How are you doing in this drought, Shelby?
Oh, I've got what I need. You should look after some of the other folks.
Did you hear? Someone broke into the Consciousness Center. Cameron asked me to reinforce the windows in case someone's getting in that way. But I don't know. Won't that make the Consciousness Center look more threatening?
Messenger Cameron said that he heard disembodied voices in the Consciousness Center. It's odd. What is he trying to say, that someone was doing magic tricks? Because you'd have to be very, very good at magic tricks to unsettle the messenger.
Hi there, Violet. How's your garden doing?
Sunflowers like sun, but not feeling like they're on the surface of the sun, you know? I've been recycling water as much as I can just to have enough water for my flower beds, and timing Sebastian in the shower. I swear, his hair routine is even more complicated than mine, but I think I might be done for this season after I harvest my last batch. The bees need water more than the flowers do. Vanessa seems kinda distant, but I know what's up with her now. She acts that way because she feels like she has to keep going. There are times when I've felt that.
Hello, constituent! Faring well in the heat?
I feel like a melted candle.
Yes, well, we all must sacrifice to get through this drought together.
Oh? What are you sacrificing?
Well, you know... things. I must go. Important town business awaits. I can't believe anyone would dare break into the Consciousness Center. But fear not, we'll find these no-good-nicks.
My older brother is the successful one in the family. But hey, I'm the one rolling in the dough.
Hi, Natalia.
Oh, there. Looks like it's gonna be another scorcher today, huh? And, that brings me to a bit of bad news. My water pressure's been too low to keep my slack tub cold enough to set my pieces when I'm done working them in my forge. Of course, I can still melt your ore into ingots as you need.
Okay. Thanks for letting me know.
No worries. Hopefully this hot spell will pass soon.
This drought is making everyone miserable. Huh. I wonder if some witchcraft is in order.
Who would rob Messenger Cameron? I just don't get it. He's the most upstanding guy you're likely to find on this island.
So, how well did you know my grandma?
I knew her almost all her life. She was much younger than you are now when Vivian brought her to the Coven. She told me she would leave this world, perhaps 2 human years ago. We talked about it many times. I felt I could speak freely with Hazel. And she with me.
Thank you, my fellow prankster.
Do you ever visit our town? You know, at night, maybe?
Yes, but only when a great need arises and I must save a creature. Otherwise, the crabs and chipmunks are my eyes and ears.
Adamantite, orichalcum, polonium, alicorn.
Excuse me?
Just muttering under my breath. Those are some of the best conductors for currents of magic.
I spoke with Thomas about the drought, and he said he had to dig his well deeper just a few years ago. Strange that the aquifers could deplete so quickly.
Is it? Oh, it is a recipe.
Mom says if this drought goes on much longer, we'll have to close our stand. Since everyone needs the water just for, like, water.
Hey, Finn. Helping out your dad?
I would, but he doesn't let me touch any of the fun tools.
No one takes you seriously when you're a kid.
Hey, if you have any extra wood, I'm building a...
I had a chat with Ariel about what the fairy folk actually want for offerings. These days, even they have modern taste.
Your grandmother never approved of the masks outside of rituals, and I suspect...
Thomas told me his well is running dry.
Yes, summers here in Fairhaven are always hotter and drier as they wear on. The growing trees and crops will drain the groundwater until the harvest time.
Is there anything we can do?
A summon rain incantation might bring some relief. Here's what you need. Bring it back here to the circle when you have it ready. When crafting an incantation, the most important thing is evoking the very nature of what you're changing. That's where understanding and being clear in your intentions matters even more than the verse itself. The art varies from witch to witch.
Can you really see the...
Yep.
Sarah.
What's up?
I've been thinking this summer about taking charge of my grief, like Vanessa said at group. I want to go through the standing stones and see if I can find out what happened to my mom.
I don't think that's what Vanessa meant.
Maybe not, but it's what I need to do. I have to find her.
But we can't get in.
Yes, we can. We just need a keystone. And I know where one is. Have you ever noticed that weird rock in the town hall display case?
Yes. There's a sign that it says it's not native to the region, but was found in the mine.
It was found there after Mom disappeared and Lena's dad lost his memory. I don't know who put it in the mine, but it doesn't belong in town hall. It belongs to the coven. But the High Priestess doesn't want us to take it back and arouse suspicion. She says it's safer to stay out of the gloaming.
Maybe she's right, Violet. Your mom and Lena's dad were much more powerful witches than we are.
My mom would never have left one of us behind in there. And now, I'm old enough to go in after her.
Ah, what the heck. Let's pull off a heist.
Now that's more like it. No one will even notice us going to town hall as long as we're careful. We don't have to sneak past any people this time. Just some pesky locks. So, we'll need 2 lockpick incantations. One for the town hall front door, and one for the display case. I'm on Wellspring duty all week. And you're better at incantations anyway. Come visit me when you're ready. But remember to, you know, be cool about it. Don't go near the standing stone.
What's inside I cannot see. I'll open you up and set you free. What's inside I cannot see. I'll open you up and... What's inside?
Do you have all you need for the rain incantation?
Here's the rain spell.
Wonderful. You can recite it when you're ready. All you need to do is take it from your pack and read it. Do you have all you...
Here's
one all you...
Clouds break open! Release your waters to the parched earth! Rain pour down!
This summon rain incantation is useful, but soon even the resources you need for it will stop replenishing. If you have tasks you need to finish this summer, I suggest you complete them as soon as you can. We need to turn the season soon. Here is the fall ritual incantation. To create it, you will need a ruby, which will require you to go much deeper into the mine. The gem you need may be even deeper in the mine, since the upper levels were stripped years ago. The key to the deepest levels was lost long ago, before the mine closed. But I cast a summoning spell to retrieve it. Take it. You should now be able to explore further in the mine. You will need to reach the very bottom to find the most precious gems.
What's up, Tara? Busy writing at your desk, I hope?
You bet. We're ready to go.
Woohoo! Meet me by Town Hall between 8 and 11 tonight. Phew, you came. I was afraid you might chicken out.
Hey, I don't back out on my word.
And I'll never doubt that again. Come on, speak the incantation to the door and it should open right up.
To retrieve a magic rock, first this locked door must unlock.
Ooh, we are smooth.
Let's not celebrate just yet. We still have the display case.
Yes, here it is.
To retrieve a magic rock, first this locked case must unlock. Oh, not again! Run! Oh, you run fast.
'Cause I'm so full of adrenaline. I'm a few seconds away from finally going through the stones.
Hold up. Right now? Tonight?
Obviously. No one can hold me back.
At least let me come with you.
I can't. What if it's dangerous?
That's exactly why you should let me come.
No one is going anywhere. What were you two thinking? Breaking into Town Hall?
I didn't know an alarm would go off.
Even if it didn't, you know how dangerous the gloaming is. That place? It changed my dad forever.
And it took my mom. I need to find out what happened, Lena.
I understand that. But no one goes into the gloaming alone. Not since, Violet, I promise. We'll talk this all over at the circle tomorrow. But for now, give me the keystone and go home.
You were really going to go in by yourself?
I didn't want you to get hurt. I'm sorry, Tara.
Just when I figured I ferreted out all the surprises around here. Should I go to bed? Uh-oh. I better head there now.
Thank you, everyone, for attending on such short notice. As some of you have already heard, someone broke into Town Hall last night. The thief then broke into the display case and stole an archaeological artifact. This is not an isolated incident. Cameron has reported disturbances at his consciousness center.
The work of malcontents, I'm sure of it.
Learn another word, Cameron.
It may well have been malcontents, but until we know for sure, the Fairhaven Culture Committee will become the Neighborhood Watch.
Hey! I volunteered for the Culture Committee, but I don't want anything to do with the Neighborhood Watch.
Shh, Francis, it'll be fine. Now, I may just be a small-town rancher, but Otto, I don't think you can repurpose our tax dollars like that.
I agree with Marty.
But if our community isn't safe, then how will any of us lead our daily lives? We need the Neighborhood Watch. If you have concerns, come talk to me. But later, because I have paperwork to do now.
Summer's lease hath all too short a date.
Come again?
Don't mind me, I'm just quoting from the sonnets. That line meant summer doesn't last forever, which is appropriate since it's almost over. Look, it's totally normal to walk around quoting Shakespeare, okay?
Natalia fainted in her forge yesterday. I'm not saying this to embarrass her, but she keeps forgetting to hydrate. This heat is dangerous, and it sneaks up on you. Drink water, okay?
Founder Korn asked how things had been going in Fairhaven, and I didn't know what to tell him. Who runs a consciousness center that gets broken into? That's the opposite of serene and peaceful.
Hope this drought ends soon. Heat makes people ornery. Livestock, too. One summer, my cousin Christoph got so bored, he tried wrestling a goat.
How did that go?
About as well as you'd imagine. And he smelled so bad after, his ma refused to let him back in the house. He had to sleep in the barn that night.
Juliet's out of school. I wish there was a half-decent summer camp nearby. It's a good thing there's a summer festival at least. Young people need more things to do in this town.
Cameron actually asked me if my kids ever sneak out at night to play pranks. Like I don't know where my kids are. He really has a lot of nerve. My kids are tucked in safely every night. Well, I may have put a tracking charm on them just in case.
Kai's hair is always perfect. He's given me some great tips, but these girls just won't be tamed.
My mom asked if I was eating. I told her that as long as Sophia's around, I am.
I didn't know Hazel for long.
but I know she'd love what you've done with the farm.
Giva said none of her instruments predicted the rain we just had. I hope our weirdo island doesn't break her brain.
I could never live anywhere else. Everyone here knows me, all my flaws included, and they still wave back when I pass them by.
Emmy and Finn were asking me how my barometer worked, and I thought, wouldn't it be grand to have a summer science camp? But summer is almost over. At least it should be. This really is an odd place. Here's a question, fellow newcomer. Does Fairhaven's history fascinate you too, or is it just me?
Yes, it does. Fairhaven may be small, but it's complex.
My feelings exactly. So many people from the world over have come to the island. You've gone quite deep into the mines, haven't you? I find that place especially intriguing. There was once a thriving mine operation down there, but it halted quite suddenly not too long ago. If you find anything in the mines that explains the place's history, will you tell me?
That's kind of vague, but, sure.
Fairhaven hardly has any culture. Why would a person steal one of the few cultural artifacts this town does have?
How are your animals now, Marty?
Oh, they're doing much better. I was able to refill their troughs and some backup barrels. I sheared the sheep for some relief from the heat. So now I know what it's like to get kicked in the face by a sheep. I hope fall comes soon, though. Still too hot for the rest of my livestock. Juliet's pretty good on the strings. You think she'd play a cover of Home on the Range for my channel intro?
You see? It rained! It's proof that all this town needs is a positive outlook and good leadership.
But you didn't make it rain.
Good leadership is what is needed to keep morale high and get us through any time of crisis. Outrageous! Truly outrageous! And to think a valuable Fairhaven artifact was taken by these scoundrels.
What exactly was stolen?
A rock. But a very significant rock, I'm told. It's quite old and not from any local quarry. Perhaps our thief is a geologist of some sort.
How are your crops doing now, Thomas?
That spell of rain helped, but too much more right away might mean my topsoil washes away. When the soil is too dry for too long, it can't take a lot of water at once. It would be better if harvest season comes soon. Summer's almost over, so don't go leaving your crops in the ground. The fall air will shrivel them right up.
The time... Things I want. Just an empty...
Can you believe this? There is a shopkeeper in town whose sole job is to cut up and sell the flesh of animals. Who would take that job willingly? I don't understand.
It makes me feel better, knowing that Grandma had 4 Fae friends supporting her this whole time.
We were not friends. Not in the traditional sense.
Aw, Perry, you can't fool me.
Well, we were all very fond of Hazel, it's true.
All right, Tara. Get a load of this. My finest work yet.
I don't want to say that it looks the same, but it looks the same.
It's how she flies that matters, not how she looks, silly. And she'll only fly for you. Now, you'll only want to use this broom in Fairhaven. Perry placed a charm here to keep witches from coming and going unannounced. Oh, and you can forget about taking your broom into the glow. Oops, I said too much. No, Zephyr. Never mind, never mind.
The glow? What's the glow?
Nothing at all. Anyway, here's some levitation potion. You'll need to keep her fully charged to fly around, so keep a batch of levitation potion brewing whenever you can.
This workshop feels really, well, worked in.
Oh, that's because it is. My ma and Baria ran the place for years before she retired and moved to Atlantis.
She retired to a famously magical island?
Don't you live on a magical island?
Huh, touché. Oh, such a pretty girl. Hi, Thomas. Having a nice day?
There you are. Been wanting to talk to you. That offer to buy my place I mentioned before? Well, whoever it is, they've stepped it up. Got more letters in the mail, seen tracks around the farm that aren't mine. What about you? Has anyone offered to buy your farm? Any idea who it might be?
No, but I would never sell anyway. My farm stays in the Wylde family.
Good for you. Always amazed how some folks will just throw away their history. Just keep your eyes and ears open and don't trust anyone, especially newcomers.
What about me? I'm a newcomer too, Thomas.
Nah, you're an islander now, Tara. And we have to protect this place.
Wesley, have you ever heard of any other place that has to change their seasons?
Not exactly. But in one of Shakespeare's plays, the Queen of the Fae has a speech about the seasons changing when they shouldn't. And the cause? Too much Fae magic.
When I found out Lena was High Priestess, I wasn't really surprised. Some part of me always knew. But did she know the truth about me? Even when we were kids?
Back to school soon. Ugh, I barely made it through Algebra 2. This year it's trigonometry? I'm gonna fall asleep. And trust me, that's hard to miss when the class sizes are so small.
Do you need any help with farm errands? We're trying to save up for some new...
What are you...
Mrs.
Unfortunately, Angus, my local supplier is all out of peonies right now. I could get them from the hothouse importer, but they'll be really expensive. What about roses?
Oh, no. Francis only wants peonies for the ceremony. I prefer roses, to be honest. They smell good, but Francis will find them too pedestrian. What do you think, Tara?
Just get the roses, Angus. They're classic. Francis does have good taste, but it's your wedding too.
You're right. The wedding should be a reflection of both of us. We're getting the roses.
Okay, I'll get you an estimate soon. It's going to look so romantic.
Yay! I'm getting so excited. I just can't wait to get married already. Thanks for your input, Tara. I've never heard of a building here getting broken into. And what did thieves even want from the Consciousness Center? Francis keeps telling me not to worry, but I'm sleeping with my heaviest frying pan next to our bed, just in case.
Hi, Violet. Hi, Tara. Wasn't that bit of rain nice? My bees have just been dancing around. Wish it could have lasted, but it will be time for fall soon.
Things are getting pretty bad. Better help the Coven turn the season as soon as I can.
I left some flowers at Giva's doorstep. Not that flowers will magically clean that old place up, but it's a start.
But what if Giva finds out about... you know?
I'm not worried about that. I'm just psyched that we get another resident with good fashion sense.
Summer's almost over. Then I won't have to worry about getting heat stroke on the job. I tell you, sometimes I wish I'd become an IT guy.
It's easy to complain about my mom. But there's upsides to living with a chef.
Is it? It is! A recipe!
Yes!
Is it, it is! A recipe!
Is all the secrecy and...
Your gram was a fine.
The forest is full of...
The High Priestess may seem overly... We need...
Everyone, I'm sorry. It was my idea to break into Town Hall.
I thought so. Nice work.
And I helped. I'm sorry, too.
Thank you, Novice. The town of Fairhaven has had the Keystone since the mine operation shut down. I've been asking for it back, but I can't explain how something belonging to me wound up in the mine. Acolyte, Novice, you put us in danger. However, you are also right about something. We've been too cautious towards the gloaming. But we can't afford to be cautious any longer. The wellspring needs offerings.
Hear, hear.
I was afraid you were going to kick me out of the coven.
Course not. We can't let go of anyone or we'll be too weak to turn the seasons. Also, we're too dang fond of you both.
We'll make it up to you. We promise.
Thanks, you two.
It took me ages to get this far in the...
Right. This is the floor the High Priestess gave me the key for. At least I don't have to go looking under every rock for it this time. What's inside? I cannot see. I'll What's in... I need to find the... Hey, this... What's in... Should I go?
Oh, look at the head scratches.
Finally. Yes!
Have you got my silk then?
Here it is. Homegrown mulberry silk.
Oh, fantastic! And I appreciate you letting our worm friends take the time to hatch from their cocoons on their own. Fancy joining me for the first flight?
Sure.
See, the balloon is set to pop at just the right altitude. Then the parachute brings it safely back down so we can read all the data.
Neat.
If this launch is a success, I might give it a go in that strange forest past Parker's workshop. Reckon there's plenty to see over there. Thanks for your help, Tara. I know I'm new here, and it was right decent of you. I was all set to set up a drop zone over in the woods, but Shelby appeared and kicked up quite a fuss. He said the popped balloons might land in the pond and hurt the fish. I tried telling him that I always fetch the balloons, but he'd already shooed me halfway down the path before I could explain.
Is it, it is! A recipe! Is it, it is! A recipe! Finally! Is it? It is! A recipe!
Were you the one who helped restore the ranch so that pretender and designer Muck Boots could move in? Great. Just great.
Otto had the audacity to come in here and ask me and my patrons if we saw anything the night of the town hall break-in. In other words, the kind of people who would do that must hang out at my bar. How did such a moron become mayor of this town? No, really, that's not a rhetorical question.
Feel free to ask me any questions you have about mining. Sorry, yeah, I couldn't resist.
I've been dreaming of slicing up Wagyu, but the cost is a hard pill to swallow. I wouldn't be able to sell it for a reasonable price.
The first best time to fish is in the morning. The second best time is whenever you want.
I miss competing with Hazel's baking.
Sebastian always looks like he's having such a blast on that skateboard of his. Almost makes me want to break out my old hot pants and roller skates combo.
Oh, that rain was so refreshing. I've been starting to feel hopelessly caked in dust lately.
If my mom knew I was regularly seeing a doctor, she'd flip. I hated going to see them as a kid.
Malcontents keep you from reaching the pinnacle, but spending too much energy on finding malcontents also keeps you from reaching the pinnacle. It's a contradiction. I've been thinking about it so much, I have a headache.
Jeez, don't hurt yourself. Do you remember there ever being a drought as bad as this one on the island before, Shelby?
I don't. But truth be told, I haven't been here all that long. Only about 20 years.
Oh, that makes sense. I thought I would have remembered you.
I guess I'm hard to forget.
Next time Kai comes in here to borrow my clear coat for a board paint job, I've got to make sure I remind him to use it in a well-ventilated space only. Love that guy. Swear I do. But I don't think he can afford to get any more flighty.
Did you grow up here? Me? No, I'm Fairhaven may not be. I like to think of. I'm sure the rest.
I didn't mind Cameron that much before we did our little recon mission, but now that we know he was making a list of names, well, he's on my list, and that's not a list you want to be on.
Whoa, the air conditioning is really on full blast in here.
Yes, well, it's important that I, as the mayor, am able to focus on solving the problems our town faces.
Do you have a solution for the water shortage yet?
As I said, I need to be allowed to focus, if you'll pardon me.
Oh, hey there, Tara. Don't mind me. I'm just bumming a bit today. My baby brother was supposed to visit, but he got slammed with work and couldn't come. It's probably for the best.
Why would you say that? I know how close you guys are.
Yeah, but it doesn't feel really safe here. Otto says people wearing cloaks are going into the woods at night. I don't know what they're up to, but it can't be anything good.
Well, yeah, this town's a bit quirky, but I have never felt unsafe here.
Yeah, I felt the same way at first, but I'm not so sure anymore. I just feel like weird stuff keeps happening and no one can explain it. Thing is, I've always felt really protective of Jamie. So long as he's safe, that's all that matters to me.
You're safe too, Angus. This is a safe place.
It's kind of you to reassure me, but I think we all have to be on the lookout.
Another day, another viral pastry combination idea. Baked bean beignets. Savory, sweet, beantastic.
Ew.
What? It has merit. I might have to workshop the flavors some, but alliterative names are all the rage.
It must be so strange to have a statue of your ancestors in the town square. My family might be complicated, but at least I'm not feeling the pressure of living up to a legend like that.
Ooh, with this. How many years do you have, Wildling?
Me? I'm 28. How old are you?
5.
You're 5.
5 centuries.
Did you ever go visit Grandma in Fairhaven?
Oh no, never. I made a promise not to interfere with humans. I can't break it. Not for anything.
What you reading, Wesley?
Oh, I just acquired an out-of-print collection of traditional Russian fairy tales. I think my mom might have softened the endings of some of these when she read them to me at bedtime.
Have you always loved old books and lore?
Yes. I was studying the classics in college right before I got bit. I guess I was always kind of a dreamy kid. What about you, Tara? Do you have a favorite fairy tale?
I always loved Beauty and the Beast.
I wonder if true love could turn me into a prince. I guess part of my fascination with folktales is my hope that I might find a clue in them that will lead me to a cure. I never imagined when I used to read them that I would one day live among the Fae. Perry doesn't like us to spend too much time with humans, but I feel you can relate to how I feel. Your world changed just as suddenly as mine did.
That's true.
Yes, well, I feel like I can be myself around you, Tara. Welcome to my humble little shop. See? I really am a rare bookseller. Just, very rare books.
I used to have fantasies about browsing books in stores like this. What kind of books are these?
Many of them are incantation collections. There's some history of magic and magical theory mixed in too. Oh, and detective stories. I love a good detective story. By the way, the last time I was in town, Kai mentioned he'd sold you a mulberry seedling. Do you have any extra mulberries?
I'll check. What are you making?
Oh, just a incantation.
That's not vague at all.
It's for, you see...
It's okay. You don't have to tell me. As long as you're not making, I don't know, some magical bomb.
I would never.
I was joking. Mostly. Let me see about those mulberries. Here you are, Wesley. Enough mulberries for an entire pie.
Now, what I'm making is much more interesting.
And what you're making is... Oh, fine.
Okay. I've been researching ways to lessen the effects of lycanthropy. That is, being a werewolf. I would prefer to be a little less, werewolf-ish.
But you have such lovely fur!
That's kind of you. However, being a were-creature comes with plenty of downsides. One of the texts I read suggested that an incantation made with ink of the mulberry might help.
I hope you get what you want.
Me too. Here, take this. Fair is fair. Is your farm doing okay?
For now, but that won't last forever.
I feel so guilty. I don't have any useful Fae power, so I can't do much. If only werewolves could make it rain.
It's okay, Wesley. Changing into a wolf and summoning storm clouds don't go together anyway.
Oh, I can't wait to drink some of this.
It's a perfect day. But then, all days here are pretty perfect, to tell you the truth. Sometimes I wish it would rain here. If only so I could practice catching lightning in a bottle.
Hmm.
What if we filled the onsen with noodles and made how would... I told Sophia she should have a punch card for her by 10. I know.
What are you listening to, Juliet?
I don't think you'd know the band. They're pretty punk.
Honestly, I think the biggest reason I want to leave, I want to...
I could eat some... Hey, this looks like a key to the next level. What's inside, I cannot see. I'll open you up. I could eat some food. Hey. What's inside, I cannot... What's in... I could eat some... What's inside? I need to find the... What's inside I cannot see. I'll open you up and set you free.
Cast any good incantation spell? Ugh.
The High Priestess may seem we need.
Is all the...
The past is wrapped up with the future. Understanding one unlocks the other.
Be certain that no one sees you coming or going from this new place. With Otto's new neighborhood watch, we can't be too careful.
Should I go? Yes! Hi, Thomas. Well run muddy again?
It's out. I already checked yours and it's out too.
What? Like, out?
Can't afford to dig mine deeper again. I did that already just 2 years ago. Nothing to do but hope fall comes soon. The soil's been whispering. I used...
Otto's been trying to get me to hang up my fish hooks. But what am I supposed to do? Just rattle around the mayor's mansion all day? Oh, his missus would love that.
Do you ever worry about your clothes getting meat juice on them? They're so cute.
Nah, keep an apron in the back for messy projects. But it's too hot to wear it all day.
Dude, if it weren't for the ferry, I would go a little stir-crazy living here. Fairhaven's great and all, but I gotta get out and roam sometimes, you know?
Hi, Lena.
Hi there, Tara. Heard the wells in the countryside have run dry. I do have water to sell, but I apologize for the price. Milkwater knows we're desperate and they are charging what they please. Ugh, I hope this will all be over soon. Until then, I'll have a new shipment of bottles every few days.
Things are getting pretty bad. Better help the Coven turn the season as soon as I can.
The new rancher really picked an unlucky moment to move in. Animals need so much water. He's come by every day asking for more, but I only get so much from Milkwater, and I've got to save some for the humans.
Well, looks like I'm officially on vacation, whether I like it or not. I hope I can reopen soon. I start to miss my regulars after a while.
Things are getting pretty bad. Better help the Coven turn the season as soon as I can.
Emmy and Finn's drink stand always makes my...
I miss competing with...
Hi, Cameron.
Hi there, Tara. I thought you could use this.
Oh, wow. Thank you so much.
It's important for the League to give back to this community that has welcomed us with open arms. If you're ever in need, come by the Consciousness Center on Wednesdays and Sundays, and I should have more to give out, at least for the time being. The League's charitable funds are a finite resource as well, truth be told.
Things are getting pretty bad. Better help the Coven turn the season as soon as I can.
Do you think Angus would ever try using a sugar substitute in his baking? I love his treats, but they're so sweet.
This island has so much history left to be written. I'll be interested to see what comes next.
If you need some water for your plants, Cameron told me he's giving away as much as he can spare. He's a nice fellow, that Cameron. I'm not going to join his league, but I think he might be a mate all the same. How illuminating! Thank you, Tara.
Next time Kai comes in here to borrow my clear coat for a board paint job, I've got to make sure I remind him to use it in a well-ventilated space only. Love that guy. Swear I do. But I don't think he can afford to get any more flighty.
Deep in what's that?
Yes.
Secret?
Well,
Is the whole culture committee being turned into neighborhood watch thing my fault? Because it feels like my fault.
Honestly, I think Otto was going to pull that at some point. You just forced his hand.
Now, we mustn't panic. Everything will be fine.
No one is panicking.
Just keep calm. One must keep a level head to figure out a solution. You don't happen to have one, do you? A solution.
Not yet. Sorry. Things are getting pretty bad.
Have you built a new barn on your property yet? Happily, I vetoed legislation, the council, but we can't let—
Otto, soft on business.
Ah!
You'd think working with teeny tiny jewels would Don't get me—
It must be so strange. My family...
I would help you if I could, Natalia. I just don't have any wood to spare in my shop right now.
Curse that unreliable ferry. I'll never have enough coal to make it before my next shipment comes. Oh, Tara, any chance you have some spare wood I could burn down into charcoal? I can't keep my forge hot enough without it.
Hi, Natalia.
Oh, I've been thinking of you. If you haven't seen Cameron already, he's given out water to those in need. Oh, that man really is just a blessing to this community.
Things are getting pretty bad. Better help the Coven.
Hi, Tara. Did you bring the wood?
Here's your wood, Natalia. Will it make enough charcoal?
Yes, this should be enough. It'll burn down just before I run completely out of my last batch of coal. Lucky timing. You believe in luck, Tara?
To tell you the truth, Natalia, I'm starting to believe in all sorts of things I never thought were possible.
Me too. Funny, I think it's something about this place. Being here makes me feel like anything could happen. The old babka who held onto my great-grandpa's hammer all those years said when I picked it up, my luck would get better. I think she was right. After all, I live in this beautiful place now, and I've made such wonderful friends. Like you, Tara. So that new rancher's kinda cute, right? Of course, he's not really, but hey.
Is it? It is! A recipe! I found something. A recipe. Ariel, I need to ask you something about the mines.
Ah, an exquisite habitat. What do you wish to know?
Are you the one who drove it out of business?
At last, someone figures it out. Yes.
And did you hide all the keys too?
Most certainly.
But I just... Why?
The humans were making far too much noise. And the ores. They took and took. It hurt the animals that make the cave their home. The keys were a prank. A vicious one, true. But it worked.
You must have saved the lives of generations of animals.
Oh, yes. That I did. You know, sometimes I go visit the bats and the creepy crawlies that live there today, and I tell them stories of their distant ancestors who survived the miners.
I can't tell Gibba what actually caused the mines to close.
That is true. You do not want to incur the Coven's wrath. Or Perry's, I can tell you. Perry was sighing about Amira the other day. I still can't understand the idea of romance, much less being involved so closely with a human.
There are lots of folktales about fairies trying to trick humans. Why is that, Perry?
Fairies tricking humans. Those stories are mistold, every one of them. You see, we fairies put great stock in fairness and reciprocity. But humans are deceitful, so don't deceive me, witchling, or I may have to pay you back in kind.
Summer is beautiful, but it means big waves. I've put Kai back together so many times, I've lost count.
Like Humpty Dumpty?
Ha! You said it, not me.
I swear, every time I pop into town, something's different. You humans live life on fast forward.
Ah, are you ready for our al fresco dinner?
Yep, I've got a fresh-baked loaf right here.
Perfect. Let's go. I'll just say it, Tara. I didn't ask you to join me so that we could have a nice meal. There's also something I've been working up the courage to say. I care for you. A lot.
Oh, Wesley. I feel the same way.
Really? Even though I'm sometimes like this. If it were nighttime, I might go in for a kiss right now.
You know, I thought she'd raise my hackles, but Cleocatra is the perfect reading companion.
Oh, wow. Here, kitty kitty.
It took me 8.
What kind of a good there are...
Try to not blow off any arms or legs while trying.
What are the stars?
They'll tell.
Witchcraft can you must, but don't.
Am I ready for bed?